Hey guys, let's talk about Occult Crescent really honestly, openly. I'm not going to use gamer words, I'm not going to use fancy tones or anything. I'm just going to be straight up cold. Love this game, love the developers. Frankly, the $3 that I make from doing this video is not worth it. This is truly a passion project, and I love this game and its community so much. I'm worried. I'm genuinely worried. And when I say that, I'm trying to not say it in an alarmist way, but I'm also trying to convey how I actually feel. People asked me, where is your video? You did all 12 of the phantom jobs to max level. You got 2+1 sets super quick, caster and healer. Where's the Fork Tower video? Where's the video talking about the deficiencies in Occult Crescent systems? The reality is, I don't want to do those videos because I'm scared of them. And people will say that's hyperbolic. Endwalker didn't have an exploration zone, and I, to this day, think that was one of the biggest failings of the expansion. Why? Simple. Boja was amazing. You could level up jobs there. There was a host of rewards. Even when Southern Front was initially released, you had castrum, lacus, litore. And trust me, when I talk about Fork Tower in a second here, and you guys have timestamps, so make sure to timestamp every video, because I'm not trying to keep anyone hostage in the video, in spite of what people says, which would probably boost my revenue quite a bit. But I'm not here for that. I'm here to talk about a game I love. But Fork Tower has been a mistake, in my opinion, a miscalculation. And that's for two reasons, and I may as well say them here. First of all, it's too difficult for pugs, even in the discords. I'm widely hearing that even public discords are not the way to go, and that there are these private discords which are apparently invite only, and friends of friends can get certain people in there, and those are the ones that are actually having the most success actually clearing Fork Tower. So, and obviously your mileage may vary, who knows how much that's going to change in time, but that's what I'm hearing widely, and not just from one or two people. This is what I'm hearing widely, is this is the case. So it's non-trivial content. Okay, alright, makes sense. Problem is, the way to queue into it is incredibly difficult, and that is why you don't see me having a clear of it. That's why you don't see videos on it from myself, is because I can't get in, or the times I've tried, I have not had success. First of all is cancer, surgery happened in the family. They're fine, thank God. They say that they got it all, but I'm trying to be not a not a disappointment of a son. Fuck it, I'll just say it. But so it's that, and other responsibilities make it really hard during waking hours to queue in, and so I'm queuing at hell, anyone who's in my Discord server already knows my waking hours. It's like early in the morning. It's not great, but it's hard during the day to get in, and so that, alongside the Discord, and then the Discord has a ping for a refresh in one of the channels on the server where the bot says, oh, you registered for a queue. Okay, but it doesn't ask me for a refresh and a ping, and I exaggerate not when I say that I can get like 50 to 80 pings randomly in an hour. Like, it's tough for me to like pick out a single ping, and it's something that I'm trying to work on, and replying to like things like message requests and shit, but I'm getting too deep into the weeds. That makes it tough. And then to be portal sniped when the stars, earth, and moon align, by someone who figured out, hey, I only need 4 keys, and then I can pick out one of these portals from one of the people who've waited in these discords. I can't be mad at the portal sniper, because you know what? Don't hate the player, hate the game. And I don't hate the game, just to be clear, that's just a figure of speech. But I'm frustrated with the developer's choice of this. And so I'm left at an impasse, a pretty big impasse, where either the content needs to be made easier, something like castrum, lacus, litore, something which was truly puggable, or the Dalriada. The Dalriada doesn't get enough love. That was an amazing piece of content, truly amazing. Like, I still remember like the final boss, which was like Diabolos, but like Mecha Diabolos, and then you had like before that you had the what do you call it, the giant robot, and then like Leon with his beast. Bro, that shit was so cool. Like, no joke. I that was so freaking cool. But we've really gone a long way from that, and I think, without meaning in a malicious way, that Occult Crescent, we've taken 15 steps backwards, and it's not just for Fort Tower. And that I think that not having a castrum, lacus, litore, or a Dalriada, some kind of capstone that was easily accessible, easily puggable, and had rewards to match, I think that was a big failure. And I don't like saying that, because that sounds it sounds mean, and I'm not trying to say this to be mean. I suppose the over... What do I even say? I'm not scripted. I'm doing this literally off the top of my head, from the heart. I'm disappointed, I think. I think that that's the main feeling. Boja was amazing. It really helped just reinforce my love of the game. And it's all public. All of those videos, you can see it. I got all the Time Lord artifacts from Delubrium Reginae. You fucking hated when I said that, but I love it. But you can see I got all of those Time Lord artifacts pre-nerf for every single relic weapon, and I love that shit. It was so fun, and the wacky builds with the essences and the lost actions and everything. You know, I actually did all that, and there's public record of all that all over this channel. White Mage Cannon, that was one of my favorite things. Lost Chains spell. You had the other essence that like made you do fucking crazy damage but no healing and everything. It just, bro, Essence of the Profane, I think is what it was called. And then you had like Seraph Strike. Oh my god, that was fun. And I think that segues lovely into my next thing, which was my video on criticizing Phantom Jobs. Well, it wasn't trying to criticize, but like my impression and how it kind of failed was no one watched it. Frankly, people didn't want to watch it, people were bored of it or whatever, but it's something that I genuinely feel. And probably the most iconic way I could say it is Ranger has a 2-minute meta buff, and people are rolling over themselves saying how amazing Ranger's buff is, how Ranger is a Phantom Jobs revolutionary, and it's just a literal 2-minute crit buff. And people are like, and this is where I'm gonna add a little bit of flair to this video. Gommage, my wig sis, the Ranger's 2-minute meta buff has gommaged my wig sis. It has been burning. My wig is on fire. Gommage my wig. But people are literally saying that, and formulaic is the way that I would say. I think that word applies here in full about the Phantom Jobs. Even in Phantom Jobs, even in its own instanced off content where experimentation could be done with things like, hey, what about a temporary pet? What about shaman totems? What about necromancer like pets? What about a damage over time based job? Oh my god, could you imagine? And none of that was explored. Instead, we have people rolling over themselves for the already so entrenched 2-minute meta, which I am bored of. There's so much homogenization. It's painful at this point to see it. And people going, oh my god, my wig has been gommaged. And I'm like, bro, if I let one rip near you, your wig would be gommaged. That it is so easy to gommage your wig. Bro. In fact, your wig would never recover from that. But I'm such a dumb fuck. But I'm disappointed on that level too. Like in Occult Crescent, I wish that they added phantom jobs that were so wild, so out there, so different that I wanted to go in there just to experience that. And when you tell me, oh wow, Ranger has a 2-minute buff that you press on the 2-minute window, bro, what am I meant to say? That's not me trying to be a jerk. Like, I hope that you can get that. Like, and that's really my fear. Is like, there's other shit that I could criticize in Occult Crescent because I think that there's stuff that genuinely does concern me. And one of those things is not the fact that it's spawning fates nonstop. Like, honey, if you cannot control yourself and you're getting upset because there's another fate spawning, bitch needs to learn self-control. That is not the developer's fault. I think that having more content active on the field is a great thing. I'm sorry. You're not gonna, like, that's one thing that I've heard other people say, no. If you need to learn self-control, and it's a nice thing, because whenever you want to come back, guess what? You can jump into the fate. So that's a piece of criticism I don't get. But I think that I'm worried about the criticism that Occult Crescent is getting, because frankly, like I said at the start of this video, Endwalker, one of its greatest failings in my opinion, and I still hold that opinion. I said it before, I caught so much shit for this opinion back in 2023. People were like, oh my god, we don't need it. We have ocean fishing. Fuck, I'd rather literally lampoon myself with a spork than do ocean fishing. Haven't even unlocked it. Won't unlock it. Bruh. No. Fuck your ocean fishing. But, how do you even say it? Oh, that's gonna rustle some jimmies, but... Man... The criticism, I'm worried because the developers could interpret it as, oh, we're just not going to even try making exploration content anymore because people didn't like it. And that's a real big shame because, you know what, I'm going to say something that will piss off a lot more people. Occult Crescent is currently the best new form of casual content Final Fantasy XIV has. Oh my god. That's going to get people wound up, but you know what? Why are they wound up? Because you fucking know it's true, dude. Don't bullshit me. Don't josh me. You know that it's true. No bullshit. No cap. This is the best form of casual content we've had added into Final Fantasy XIV in literally years. Endwalker had nothing. What, you're gonna say Variant Criterion Dungeon was the best form of casual content? But ocean fishing? Ocean fit. Bro, if I wanted to do fishing, guess where I'm at? VR chat. Way better fishing. You, like, the fishing systems in here, you can literally be fully immersed from head to toe with, like, everything. And like, bro, like, my controllers even, like, vibrate when you catch a fish and shit. If I wanted to do fishing, I'd probably do it here. So, the hard sell for me. I'm so sorry. But, like... Sorry, I'm getting way off topic. It's just, I hear the ocean fishing sometimes, and it's like, well, where's your world-class troller title? You can't criticize this part. Fuck off. I will never have that title. Never. I don't want it. I don't want to do that. That's not why I'm subbed to 14. But, reality is, I said what I said, and I meant it. Occult Crescent, as many flaws as it has, is the best form of casual content we've had it added to the game in years. And I don't care who that pisses off at this point. That's what I said. I said what I said. People are going to say I have bad opinions. Well, fuck yourself. If I'm wrong, tell me what kind of casual content was added for casual players to just chill in. What? You mean cosmic exploration where they need pentamelded gear in order to do a bunch of the things? Yeah, that's casual content. So fucking disconnected, bro. Like, I shouldn't read the fucking Reddit posts. Like, I honestly shouldn't, because, like, the more shit I read, the more I realize people have literally completely deluded themselves, and it's crazy. Occult Crescent, anyhow, best form of casual content we've had in a while. And my worry is, like, with all this criticism, which I do believe is fair, that they're just going to give up on it. And I think that that would be the worst possible outcome for the game. Oh, my tongue's sticking out. That's my beard. My beard got, I'm growing it out, and sorry. So it's interpreting my beard because it's very fluffy. But, I think genuinely if they stopped doing Occult Crescent content, it would be, or like exploration content, it would lead to more of what we saw in Endwalker. What the fudge does the casual player have to do? And especially with the long patch cycles, which I understand why they're doing long patch cycles, but it's to the point where it's just like, how am I meant to convince a casual player to play? And Occult Crescent, I think, is a good way. I think that it's fun content. I did it a bunch, obviously. There's a lot to do in it. But I also do believe that it missed the mark quite a lot. And it was too formulaic. It was too safe. They completely removed parts of it that I thought were essential for Boja being fun, like the 1v1 me bros. Those were awesome. Why weren't those a thing? What about other things like castrum, lacus, litore, Dalriada, Delubrium Reginae normal? Like, and even to get into Fort Tower, I think that it's unacceptably hard to get into it. And this leaves me at the impasse where I really genuinely do worry about the future of the game. And people will say, oh, he's trying to say that for clickbait, bro. No, no, no. If you think that you are brand new to the channel and you haven't listened to a single thing I said, I am being incredibly consistent. I said it in Endwalker. I thought an exploration zone missing was a bad thing. Talk to casual players all the time. And what the fudge do they have to do? Do you know if you went up to like a random new casual player and told them ocean fishing is their end game casual content, that when they reach max level that's all they have to do? Bro, I don't think that you could find anyone quitting their free trial faster. And I have face tracking on, so I know that I'm looking straight into that fucking camera. But you know that I'm looking straight at it. You think I'm wrong. I think that that would be the quickest way to get them to quit their fucking free trial. No bullshit. Sorry. Someone has to say it, and I guess it's gotta be me. And again, I'm glad ocean fishing exists. It's just for those who enjoy it. But I'm so tired of it being whipped out and slapped in my face as, oh my god, you don't have the world-class troller title. Like, what the fuck? But, I don't want to keep criticizing Occult Crescent. I don't. And that's probably why I haven't made videos, because I don't want to make this video. I honestly will be glad, because do you know what's going to happen with this video? Is it's going to be too long and people are not going to watch it. It's going to get like 1,000 views, no more than that. And that's probably for the best. Think I'm wrong? Actually, probably one of the worst things you could do would be to share this video, and that's not reverse psychology, because I feel like Occult Crescent, that if any more negative criticisms given, I feel like casual players will be permanently fucked in this game. And that's something that I'm also done saying. I'm done saying midcore content. From now on, I'm going to refer to it as casual content, because I believe that I should more accurately quantify it, because midcore is ambiguous. Casual content that has a higher degree of difficulty than expert roulette, that's meaty with good longevity and good rewards. That's what I want. And again, it doesn't need to be explicitly exploration content, but that's the general vibe. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, like, patch 7.3's live letter is going to be announced on the 20th. And you know what is going to probably be in there? Another ultimate raid. I mean, how does that serve a casual player? I say this as someone who has literally pugged all of Fru in Party Finder, bro. Casual players don't look at that as content for them. They look at that as content for the streamers, the YouTubers, the people with connections, the top-end bleeding raiders, not them. Maybe take 5 minutes from your busy day, and I don't say that sarcastically. I'm sure your day is probably actually genuinely busy, as is mine. But take 5 minutes out of it and talk to a normie. Please. And that's why I honestly hope this video, because people ask me to get this shit out. And I'm like, you know what, fine. I'll go into a comfortable world, which I can hear the rain, you won't be able to because I'm going to filter that. Just chill vibes, and I'm going to talk about my feelings. And I kind of do hope it fails because people ask me for the video, and I really don't think that Occult Crescent will be made ever again in the future. I think exploration content, as amazing as Boja was, and I really wish we got a like Boja 2.0, and Occult Crescent has not been that. As I said before, we've taken 15 steps backwards from there. I think that this might be the end of exploration content, and unfortunately that probably means the end of good, meaty, rewarding casual content with some bite to it for casual players. And how do I even say it? Fuck. I should have scripted this shit. I'm actually speechless because I can't even think of how to put it. I don't think I've ever been genuinely worried about the future of Final Fantasy XIV. But now I'm starting to. Oh, thank you, beard hairs, for getting right in the infrared. Well, I swear my tongue wasn't sticking out and for real, but yeah. I think I'm actually genuinely worried this time. You know what sucks? Is near the end of Occult Crescent, there was a event that I went to in virtual reality. And again, people are going to be like, wow, how is this relevant? This is actually very relevant, in my opinion, because it's exactly how I feel. But I went to this VR Furality Somna event, and I met hundreds of people. And I really saw just how far my content reached. So many people recognized me. So many people were asking to like take a picture beside me and my avatar and stuff. And like, I enjoyed that a lot. Like a lot. And Occult Crescent, bro, I can't even fucking get into Spooning Tower. And I'm left at an impasse. And that's not me being facetious, however you say it. Someone in one of the comments just told me how to actually pronounce that, and now I forgot it again. But don't think that the days that I haven't uploaded videos, that I haven't thought about uploading videos. I think that on Final Fantasy XIV, I'm questioning the future of this game, and I'm really worried. There you go.